Should the city manager decide the fate of the chief of police when both have been involved in domestic disputes? Good evening, I'm Joe Brown.
And I'm Crystal Galny. Bryan City Manager David Watkins will review the internal investigation into a domestic violence call at Chief Ty Morrow's home. However, it was a little more than 2 months ago that police were called to Watkins' home for a domestic disturbance. While no charges were filed in that case and the case is now closed, questions are raised as to the potential conflict of interest in Watkins' handling of the case. However, Watkins says that is not the case, and it is his job to look into this.
My job is really twofold. One, to ensure transparency in the process, whether it's David Watkins, City Manager, Ty Morrow, Police Chief. We want to make sure that every incident that occurs in Bryan.
It wasn't until last night that Watkins disclosed his domestic dispute to the Bryan City Council. Nevertheless, Mayor Mark Conley tells News 3 he believes both individuals are professionals in doing their job, and he has confidence in Watkins. Conley goes on to say he will monitor this case closely, and if the two don't handle it correctly, he will take appropriate measures.
We also talked to an independent party, Dr. Jerry Dowlings, a criminology professor at Sam Houston State, and he says at some point the city council will be involved.
Ultimately, however, the proverbial buck does stop with the mayor and the city council. So while I suspect that the chief is appointed by the city manager and accountable to the city manager, ultimately anything the city manager does is he is accountable to the council and the mayor.
Bryan police are conducting the internal investigation and will turn it over to the city manager Watkins for review. Meanwhile, Bryan police and the Brazos County Sheriff's Office are conducting a separate criminal investigation which will go to the county attorney's office. Chief Morrow is on administrative leave pending the results of that investigation.